University getting ready for a big music event. We have Assistant Professor of Music and Chair of the Instrumental Studies Department, Matthew Dupin, and Major Gift Officer, Jessica Melchuff.
Hi,
Welcome.
Bart.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Lovely to see you.
Yeah, and you brought some really nice weather with you today.
We
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
That's a fun event. That's a fun music event that the Potter Center is hosting, Jackson College.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
We also have a fun music event coming up that we can't wait to tell you about.
What is it?
Well, it is the Babbie Mason Songwriting Contest,
Babbie Mason, Jackson's own.
Jackson's own. And it's her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Babbie. Babbie down there in Georgia, I think watches from time to time. So,
She does?
Yeah,
She does. A shout out to her.
yeah, she has some of her family on her show from time to time,
That's awesome.
and she stays pretty close to her friends and family in Jackson.
They came back for the magazines. Her son came back in for her family's magazine's 60th anniversary last year. It was very cool.
All right, so is Babbie coming back to Jackson for this event?
She will be
Yep,
here.
she'll be here.
What does this do for your students, as an example, having a major star like Babbie Mason, a grad of SAU, come back to the school?
Well, it's just amazing. It inspires them, and actually, Babbie started teaching for us last semester, teaching composition and songwriting. So that's another kind of great inspirational thing for the students, to bring them about and kind of get this professional, she has such a great career that this just gives them this excitement. And then she also comes to the school. She presents in front of all of our music students. She talks to them, does a Q&A, performance, songwriting workshop, and then she has her contest. And with her contest, she'll have our new gospel choir singing with her, which is another great kind of thing to elevate the students and our program. And it's just, she does so much for us, so we're grateful.
I would imagine that there's a higher interest in learning songwriting skills because you can see people come from YouTube that create their own music. They got to know how to write it, though.
Yeah, that's the key. I had the opportunity to sit in on Babbie's songwriting class that Matt just mentioned last year, and it's super inspirational to hear her in the way she engages with the students and kind of talks them through next steps for what they're doing and what they're trying to write and to produce. She has such a heart, not only for music, of course, but for the students, and really just to encourage them and affirm them, and it's really beautiful to watch.
How does it work?
The songwriting?
Yeah.
You need to ask this guy.
Well,
I'm the wrong person.
the contest. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
and what, can people in the community go and
Yep.
see anything?
Absolutely. Yeah, so the event is free. We want everybody to be there. This event has really grown over the last 3 years. We're super excited about it. And it's going to be a packed house again this year, but the event is free and we still have seats available. So we'd love for people to RSVP. They can do that to me, jessica.melchaff@arbor.edu. I'm sure you guys can flash that up there for them. But anybody in the community, internal or external to Spring Arbor, can go ahead and submit an original song. Matt and Babbie then choose the finalist. We have 5 finalists this year. John Gurton, Sherry Salem, Ariel Johnson, Eliana Melton, and Dave Hopper. So if anybody's listening, knows those people, come on to the event next week. But yeah, it's that's kind of how that part happens. And then Babbie, once she's here in person, she also helps with we have a judges panel at the event, and the finalists perform their songs live. And yes, it's very cool. And then the judges go ahead and judge those songs, and we have an audience prize winner as well. So the audience gets to choose their favorite song for the event as well.
So I think there's more pressure because you have to perform what you've written. What if you're not a good singer as a songwriter? You can write.
Some people have other people perform their songs, so that's a possibility. But most of our songwriters are performing their own songs, with the exception of maybe one. And then also during the event, our Babbie Mason supports a scholarship of Babbie Mason Music Scholarship, and we have our music recipients also performing their songs, their original compositions.
So writing a song, it's music and lyrics, right? So what's more important? You've heard MacArthur Park, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so the lyrics it's garbage, right? But the music's beautiful.
I think that's why Maynard Ferguson wrote a trumpet tune that had no lyrics with it, so a version of that. So yeah, I think both are equally important. I think the lyrics, Babbie does a great job with coaching lyrics and rhyming and the hook and everything that she does for music in her lyrics. But the music is also, vital, because if it doesn't have a good melody, then you can't remember it.
Does she perform, or will she'll be
Yes.
performing?
Oh, she'll be performing. As Matt mentioned, the gospel choir will be there, so she'll perform with the gospel choir, but then she'll also perform solo, of course, as well. And that's a highlight of the evening as well.
Do you have a lot of music performance students?
I do. Well, we have about 18 to 19 music majors and minors, and then we just opened up our new music ministry leadership degree that starts next fall. And so hopefully we'll get a few more music ministry people that want to lead in worship arts and be music pastors in churches.
I didn't realize you didn't have a specific music ministry program, because so many of people in music, in ministry, come from Spring Arbor.
Yeah. So we used to have a program, and then we revised it, and we brought it back to.
It's back.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so if you want to go, email jessica.melchef@arbor.edu and be there just next Friday night.
Next Friday night, it's going to be a party.
Yep.
Thank you, Bart.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
From Spring Arbor University, Jessica Melchef and Matthew Dupin. We've got a few